Not many 78-year-olds can move markets like the new President of the United States. Why financial markets have reacted in this way and how long the effect will last is something I want to talk about with Felix Brill, the Chief Investment Officer of VP Bank. Felix, markets have been up since the election of Donald Trump, but are his protectionist policies really that good for financial markets?
I mean, if you ask like that, the answer has to be no, right? But Trump didn't just promise tariffs. He also talked a lot about lowering, for instance, corporate taxes or cutting back regulations. That means higher profits for US companies, and obviously markets do like higher profits. We've seen that in the initial market reactions, but we've also seen that people mostly ignored the risks so far. But I would say there's no guarantee that there are no risks at all to these measures.
You talk, of course, about the tariffs the administration wants to put in place. Where and how will they be felt?
Let's take, for example, all those toys under the Christmas tree. A lot of those toys come from China. So adding tariffs makes those products more expensive, leaving people with less to spend, and foreign companies would sell less in the US too. That's pretty straightforward. But it won't stop there. Most likely other countries will follow suit. They might also implement tariffs. They might even go after the big tech companies in the US. We've seen that in the past. And actually game theory tells us in the end, everyone could take a hit.
What are the consequences for monetary policy?
Well, we are already seeing high inflation expectations in the US. Markets have dialed back on the Fed rate cuts. That's no surprise here, I would say, given the state the US labor market is in. So lowering corporate taxes is a bit like adding fuel to the fire. So I think the real question now is how much of these changes will actually be implemented. I think either way, the Fed's got a lot to think about.
And what's next for gold after being up for nearly 20% this year?
Well, we've seen gold taking a hit after the election, that's for sure. But we see gold still as a very important part of a portfolio, not because we are looking for short-term gains, but because gold adds long-term stability to the portfolio.
Thank you, Felix. And that concludes our view of the questions. I hope you join us again next time. Goodbye.